Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the REC podcast, brought to you by REC Comics and Collectibles. I'm your host, Roman Chavez, and with me, as always,
Erik Icarus.
All right, Eric. Another week.
Yep.
Another day. Another reason to get your blood all angry.
I know. I feel like everything is just trying to make me angry.
I feel like you need to look inside, buddy. I think.
I've been looking inside. I don't like what I see. I feel like I cut open that thing in Star Wars.
Oh man! Oh yeah. You opened up a tauntaun and Robert Pattinson fell out and cast as Batman.
So that's gonna be the show. We're gonna be talking a little bit about what Mr. Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. And,
well, the breaking news, right?
It came out this week that Robert Pattinson of Twilight fame is going to be cast as Bruce Wayne, Batman in Matt Reeves' The Batman. You seem thrilled.
I'm ecstatically angry. I feel like people are, from what I've been reading, are making the Heath Ledger comparison. Like, oh, everybody was upset when Heath got cast as Joker, but honestly, I was like, oh, this guy's a great actor. Mm-hmm. He can pull this off. He's everything he had done up to Dark Knight was really good. Yeah. I even like Knight's Tale. Yeah. He's not bad in that either, but Robert Pattinson, this is a guy that somehow made 9/11 worse.
Oh, Jesus.
He did a movie called Remember Me, mm-hmm. and this last scene is him standing in the Twin Towers, and that's how the movie ends. Mm-hmm. It's like, wow, you're going to trivialize that whole thing 5 years after it happened.
Yeah, but that's his job. I mean, I'm not gonna hold it against him that he took a job that was, he's an actor. He took a job acting, and I would blame that more on the story than the actor himself.
Yeah, I still blame him.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the heat. Okay, so you're not on board. You don't like his look. You don't like anything.
Yeah, honestly, okay, maybe the look a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, he does got that strong, pronounced jawline.
Yeah. For having no lower body strength.
And he's got to bulk up a little bit.
And I think we will. I think he will. I mean,
yeah, I don't want him Affleck big.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to take that job and then not put on the muscle necessary to be Batman.
Right. I just don't think he's got the chops for it. Yeah. The acting chops to play either Bruce Wayne or Batman. He's not menacing. He's a sparkly vampire. Yeah. Okay. Like, that's all I'm going to see.
10 years ago.
Oh,
it's been
for
a long
sure.
time.
You know what? I mean, Heath Ledger initially was a gay cowboy. And he was so amazing, he transcended that. He made all the homophobes go, wow, he's my favorite Joker.
Yeah, but I mean, again, that's a good, decent role. Like the story's okay in Brokeback Mountain, but, Heath Ledger did rock it. He did elevate. Like, I'm not going to watch it again, but I enjoyed what I saw, and I thought him and Gyllenhaal were...
Had some good chemistry.
Yeah, man.
They had better chemistry than Twilight.
Those two only had each other.
That's true, baby.
And the mountain. Well, I'm going to argue in the affirmative.
Yes.
It's a little tough for me just because, honestly, I haven't really seen much of his work outside of Twilight, and I have seen all the Twilight movies, and not because my wife made me. She was interested in the first one. We watched it, garbage. She was, okay, I'll give it another movie. She hated the second movie. She didn't like the books. And then I finished the series because I was like, I've committed 2 movies. I might as well finish the other 2 movies.
Franchise out.
And, hot garbo. Nothing that I was super interested in.
Honestly, the end fight in the last movie wasn't bad. And so you find out it was just all a vision or whatever.
But, he did not add anything or take anything away from that movie. It was just... so I haven't really seen just his role as Cedric Diggory in the Harry Potter movie. I liked him there, but again, it's not a strong performance, not a standout performance. Yeah. But a couple friends of mine have said they've seen his indie movies and that he is pretty solid. The things I like, so I'm gonna unbox it. Okay. The things I like. The biggest thing is just his age. It tells me that they've listened and they're like, okay, we need a younger Batman. We need somebody to grow with. Right. Not everybody can be Robert Downey Jr. at 40 years old, picking up the Iron Man mantle and then just riding it hard for 11 years.
Right.
We're lucky to have an actor of that caliber take on such an iconic role, or even redefine an iconic role. Do I think Robert Pattinson is going to be that? No, but it'll give us a little bit of leeway, and we can grow with this Batman, and it would be smart. unfortunately, for them to retell this origin.
Yeah, you're right. I hope they don't.
Yeah, but they're going to have to.
Well, I mean, they managed to do it with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They managed to just give us Spider-Man, because we all know the origin story.
Yeah, that's true.
And everyone knows Batman's origin story over Spider-Man.
Yeah.
More so. So I feel like they can skip it.
I think that there's a way to do it, and I would like to see it a little bit in Spider-Man in flashback.
Sure.
You know, we see him learn something. We see him remembering something from his past. I'm okay seeing that, but I definitely do want to see... I want to grow with this Batman.
Sure.
If they plan on us to be with him for a 10-year run,
right?
If they want to get to Justice League, which they should, then we need to grow with him. I'm a big Matt Reeves fan.
Yeah,
the writer director of the film, and I trust his judgment for the most part. He hasn't really let me down.
Right.
Of Cloverfield and Let Me In. The Planet of the Apes. I think the two newest ones.
Yeah.
Were both
for
Matt
sure.
Reeves.
Those were solid
films,
movies. Yeah.
Solid films.
Yeah.
So there are positives for me to like latch onto, and that if he's not amazing in the first movie, but he's got some promise, we can see him in another movie and it start to make sense.
Sure. I mean, yeah, all valid points. I want to be wrong. Because if I'm wrong, I benefit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you actually don't benefit from being right in this situation.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a good way to put it.
I really want DC to go and give me some good movies, and you've given me two good ones.
Yeah.
And I still haven't gotten around to seeing Shazam.
Yeah.
But Redbox is coming up.
Yeah, there you
go.
go.
So I'll watch it then. But I don't know. DC, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what kind of bath salts the film division's smoking, and
all of them, and the best stuff.
Apparently, it's apparently the best kind.
You only murder interns, not your loved ones, on these
and
bath
franchises.
salts.
Apparently,
franchise killers. Well, what do you want to see? If you could cast Batman, who would you like to see play Batman?
It's just completely fan picking right now. I wanted to see Jake Gyllenhaal do it.
You just like Brokeback Mountain.
I do. I love. Oh, of course, I love it. It's an amazing love story. Ang Lee ruined the Hulk.
yeah. Turns out,
you can't make an art house film with the Hulk. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, you can't.
But Gyllenhaal's got the look.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have you seen Nightcrawler?
I have not. Trailer looked good though.
Yeah, he can play disturbed, menacing. He
like Zodiac. I thought he was great in Zodiac.
Go. Yeah, there's a detective angle right there. Mm-hmm. He can play the everyman, but then he can also kick it up to like, I can be suave and the billionaire playboy guy, but I can be tortured.
Yeah,
without it being overtly like trying too hard.
Okay,
he does it very well, and I think he's a very balanced actor. He definitely, again, put on muscle.
Yeah.
But that's who my dream casting would have been.
Yeah.
And then, I wish we could have got Heath, kept him around. Because how awesome would that have been?
That would have been interesting. See if he could have transcended and been the Batman as well. Yeah. That would have been interesting. That would have been really interesting. I don't have a fan cast. I haven't seen any, but I would have liked to have seen a relative unknown. I
agree.
It would have been...
That'd been kind of cool.
It would have been really cool. I did see a fan cast, and it had a picture of Robert Pattinson, and then above him was Terry McGinnis from Batman Beyond, and then it had Michael Keaton as old Bruce Wayne.
Hey!
And somebody was like, "Oh, I would have loved this."
Honestly, I can kind of get behind that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
What do you want to see from this style of film? Like what do you hope for? How do you do Batman yet again?
Within what, 4 years?
Yeah, easily. Yeah, within 4 years, and then within 10 years of really good Batman trilogy.
Right.
What do you want to see?
I mean, they've got to retcon a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
And then they have to somehow make it fit with what they're doing now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they got a big road ahead of them, I don't know if they're just going to pretend that Ben Affleck didn't exist, that Batman, and then just go right into it, keep, Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Because they have to keep Aquaman and Wonder Woman, right?
Oh, yeah,
it's got to be done.
Flagship heroes right there. And, I wouldn't... If they could just kind of maybe pull from their animated division, I would be okay with a shot for shot from that. I'd definitely be okay with that because they are their animated division is amazing, man. I'd be okay with them just doing the Red Hood.
Yeah,
just do that for me.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
I think that DC just really the guys who are in charge of this just don't understand. Like, you're gonna get all of my money if we do like a Batman origin trilogy where he's just getting better. We're getting a little bit of villains in each one, and then you end the trilogy in 3 where we have Robin come in. Like,
Sure.
I think we need a viable Robin.
I agree.
We need him to we need probably 2 solo movies from him and then a 3rd movie where he's Robin.
There you go.
And then you do a Batman and Robin movie, and then you have Robin leave to become Nightwing.
Yeah.
You know,
there's so much progression they can do.
And they could easily get just 10 years of Batman movies.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. No problem.
For
but
sure.
like, I think the fans want Robin. I don't know any comic book fans that don't like Robin. It's
sure.
It's the people on the edges who don't like Robin, who didn't like Aquaman, who thought Aquaman was lame and useless.
Right.
And then you see when he can be done awesome.
Right.
You know,
I want to, on a side thing here, they need to bring in detective work.
So much
detective work. I would be cool with a hard-boiled noir detective story.
Sounds like that's what Matt Reeves wants to do. He wants this to be somewhat noirish. So that begs the question of if it's going to exist outside the current DC.
Oh, they're going to kind of do it with the Joker
universe. I hope not, though.
Yeah,
I hope not. Like, Justice League is something that we want.
This. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, literally follow the formula that Marvel put out. Give us the story in these individual movies, and then just like build up to a big bad.
Yeah.
We have them. Let's do it.
I mean, arguably DC has the better big bads.
I mean, you can make that argument and it not be an issue.
Right. I mean, I don't think they can do Darkseid right now.
I don't think
it's a little too close to Thanos, man.
Yeah, let the Thanos fire chill, and it will.
It will.
It will come down.
Then you can bring in Darkseid, but I don't know, man. I just really that's kind of all I really want. I want them to bring in the detective aspect, and I wouldn't mind them doing another Batman Begins, but maybe do it. I don't know. You can't be more grounded than Christopher Nolan's.
Yeah, I don't
losing the theatrics.
I don't want it to be grounded. I want Bruce to be discovering that magic exists and that these leagues of assassins exist. And
give us the Lazarus Pit. Come on.
Yeah, let's do all of that. Let's do all of that stuff that is so ridiculous on paper, but
because
can work.
It works.
It can work, and Marvel showed us that. They showed us that we can do.
You gave me a talking raccoon.
I know, and
made it one of the best characters you have.
Compelling and sad and funny. So like you tell me you can't get one of your flagship characters off the ground and have it make sense.
Right.
You know, they just got to be committed. They've got to have a plan. They need to have a guy. And at one point,
well, I thought Loeb was the guy at one point. Jeff Loeb was the
not for DC. No.
Oh, he wasn't.
Yeah, Jeff Loeb does the TV division for Marvel.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, so he's the head of all those. Jeff Johns.
Jeff Johns.
You're thinking Jeff
there we go.
Yeah.
That's who I'm
Jeff
thinking
Johns
of.
left the creative department because it seemed like they were just putting his name on stuff, and it's clear it wasn't his idea.
I'm about to say, because
it's clear.
His pedigree alone should have allowed him to be like, no, this isn't going to work.
Yeah, he was given a writing credit on Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern. And it's like, dude, you guys, nobody read Jeff Johns' Green Lantern books and made this movie.
Right.
No way.
Not even Jeff Johns.
Yeah, not even, and it had 4 writers,
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they really exhausted whatever it is that they thought they could do.
For sure.
But yeah, there needs to be that Kevin Feige for DC. I would even, as much as I'd hate it, I'd rather Kevin Feige leave the MCU, go to DC,
and get it going.
Get that fixed up. Because it sounds like from articles that like Kevin Feige's just like a wealth of comic book knowledge.
Oh yeah.
So it wouldn't shock me if he was like a DC guy as well.
Oh sure.
But
yeah, you can like both.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I definitely want them to do Robin's, Nightwing, Batgirl.
Oh yeah, give us Barbara Gordon.
Give us the whole Bat family, man.
Totally.
There's no reason to not do it, and it's just going to make you money. Even if the movies are making $500 million each, like that's fine because you can do a Batman movie for $50 million easily. We can get to there in the 3rd one to where we've built up and we're seeing Mr. Freeze.
Right.
Or
then we throw in that $200 million effects. But yeah, that first movie, easily $50 million. Yeah. You could do it.
And in your Batman story, you can do Bane and do him in a more comic book way down the road, and have it be their Infinity War, but for Batman, where Batman gets his back broken at the end of the movie. And then we have to figure out, like, what to do. There's so many stories to be done. And, it's another thing, just like with the X-Men franchise. For something that's had so many movies, they've used so little source material.
They do.
So
and Fox has really screwed that.
Yeah. So you can really, with Batman as well, you can really just do the source material. And, you can put your own spin on it, just like the MCU does.
Sure.
But use the Batman source material, and you can make some killer movies.
For sure. I mean, it's almost like Wolverine. Mm-hmm. Aside from Logan, I mean, those movies write themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, that character is so cool, and you had to try to screw it up. And I feel like they kind of had... I mean, I didn't hate Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
I really loved Affleck in that movie.
Yeah, okay.
There were elements of that movie I loved, but then, a lot of it was like, whoa, what are you doing? You're trying to rush this thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I found it to be overly boring. But as soon as they meet on in that, to have their fight, pretty much from that point to the end, it's really good. It's like
cool.
45 minutes of good action.
Right.
Getting some good Wonder Woman stuff.
Definitely.
But, the previous, 2 hours before that was just
it was
terrible
just
garbage.
Convoluted nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean... I tried rewatching it because I wanted to understand what was going on. Literally what was going on. I didn't really grasp Lex's plan 100%.
Yeah.
And, there's just a lot of it I don't get.
Yeah.
Like, the metahuman thing, he made little symbols for them. Like, that makes no sense. Why would he do that?
Yeah. Yeah, like he assembles the Justice League. And,
yeah.
Yeah. It's
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think this could be a fresh start.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much... my distaste for the casting. I mean, again, I hope I'm wrong, and I want to be wrong, and I want to love this movie.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, Matt Reeves, solid director.
Yeah.
He's great at what he does. Is he also writing it?
I believe so. Okay. He's either writing it or he brought in people that he likes to write it.
Okay, so Affleck's no longer attached to this in any capacity.
It wouldn't shock me if he got an EP credit or something, because initially he was supposed to write, direct, and star.
Yep.
And then it was like, well, we're going to bring in this other director so you can finish the script and then be Batman. And then it was like, all right, well, we're going to bring in these other guys to write the script, but it's fine, you're still Batman. And then he wasn't Batman anymore. And
they kind of pushed him out.
Yeah, and it's too bad because I really like that kind of storyline of Ben Affleck's Batman finding that old picture of Steve Trevor for Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
I like that stuff. And we're just going to have to ignore it because, Wonder Woman's great. Like, Gal Gadot is really killing it as that character.
She's great.
We still got to wait another year before her movie comes out, but she is... we dig her. Yep. We dig her. And it's not like she's doing much of anything else.
No.
She doesn't need to, though. Her husband's like some rich, hotel mogul or something.
Yeah, she'll be all right.
So, hopefully she just, keeps it tight.
Just throws everything into her Wonder Woman role.
Yes.
And that's it.
And I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Who do you want the villain to be, if you had to pick right now?
Riddler. Okay. Give me a good Riddler. We haven't had a good Riddler ever. I mean, I don't care for Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Yeah, I mean, he's fun, but that's not what who the Riddler is.
I think it would be a cool way to give us a classic character.
Yeah,
and it doesn't have to be CGI heavy. And it's going to be playing more to the detective angle and having to figure out everything. So that's who I want. I want to keep it to one villain.
Yeah.
I don't want them to bring it in 2-3 villains.
See, I think you still need the mob in some capacity.
Oh no, for sure. I mean main villains. Don't give me Riddler, Bane, and then Clayface.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, one big bad, and then some cronies, some toadies.
Do you ever want to see a superpowered villain in Batman movies?
Oh, of course.
Okay, because there's a lot of in the comic shops, there's a lot of discussion about that. Should Batman have villains that have superpowers?
I would love that because it shows that this man can stand up against metahumans.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why I want to see it.
Wow.
Shows him outthinking them, finding a way to incapacitate them because he doesn't kill.
Yeah.
Hopefully they bring back him not murdering people.
Yeah. There's a great comic book called Infinite Crisis, and in that story, these kind of cybernetic nanobite soldiers are taking out metahumans, and you see them focusing on Green Lantern and Superman. It's Green Lantern of 2814, Hal Jordan, threat level alpha, Kal-El of Krypton, threat level alpha, and then it shows the Bat family, and it's Bruce, Nightwing and maybe Robin, and it's like, Dick Grayson, threat level beta, Tim Drake, threat level beta, Bruce Wayne, threat level alpha. Like he gets respect from these things. Well, I think I still would like to see more fleshed out Joker from Jared Leto. I liked Jared Leto's Joker. I didn't like the tattoos. We've talked about this.
For sure.
But I enjoyed Jared Leto's...
his performance is good.
Yeah, I liked his performance a ton. So it would be interesting if they could keep that around. Since they're going to do Suicide Squad 2 anyway, and Gotham City Sirens, and they're just going to have Margot Robbie be Harley Quinn, we can't waste her.
No.
Because she was a pretty solid Harley for the most part.
Probably the best part of that movie.
I still like Deadshot better. Like, there was a lot of things I didn't like about Harley, but of the Harley-Joker combo, I don't know. I'm split there, too. I'm split there, too. I'm not sure which one I liked better.
Yeah.
I liked Margot Robbie because she's beautiful, and she did kind of bring in some of that feel of the cartoon.
Oh, for sure.
So I appreciated that. But, man, I really liked Jared Leto's Joker. It's no Heath Ledger, but...
I don't think he was trying to be.
No.
And that's great. I'm glad he wasn't trying to pander to that. So kudos to that.
I think for a villain, I think I agree with you. I would like to see the Riddler because we haven't seen the Riddler in a long time. I know he was in Gotham, but I never got deep enough into Gotham.
I never watched it.
First season was okay, but for me the best part was Jada Pinkett, and then she really wasn't in that much of season 2. So I was just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And they did some weird Riddler stuff in there, where like he was the coroner or something like that, and I don't know. I didn't stick around long enough to form an opinion.
Okay.
But I would like the Riddler, and I'd like Rupert Thorne from the cartoon.
Man.
Yeah, I'd like Rupert Thorne as our mob person.
That would be very cool, man.
Yeah, I always thought that he deserved an on-screen treatment.
Oh, for sure.
If only just for that mob aspect.
Yeah.
And I mean, and the thing is, you don't destroy the mob in the first movie.
No.
I liked in the Dark Knight trilogy their kind of war on the mob and how it kept going, and I like that because it made so much sense that they would it would be not an eternal fight, but it would be a lengthy one.
Yes, and they would have to turn to somebody like the Joker to get results.
Yeah.
So that made sense too.
Yeah.
But no. I mean, I'm just along for the ride, and I hope they nail it. And time will tell.
Yeah.
Because this is just casting. They haven't done anything.
We don't know any script details. We don't know
the villain.
Anything.
Yeah, we don't know if this is even going to take place in the continuity of the DCU.
Sebastian Stan said that he would like to play the Riddler in a Batman movie. So that would be interesting to see kind of him jump. I wonder if he's like a little burned that he's not going to get the chance to be Captain America.
Right, for sure.
So, or if he was like, hey, I'm not really into being Captain America, and then, that's why they went Falcon. Spoilers.
If you haven't seen that movie and you're listening to this, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
It's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever. It's been a minute.
It's been almost a month. So, we've been spoiler heavy this whole time with stuff like that. Well, that's really all I have to say about the Batman
we're just going to do a little Batman episode because this kind of was weighing on me the whole week.
Oh, yeah. It was like Eric kept trying to talk to me about it. I was like, save it for the show. Yeah. Save it for the show. Like, it's fine. No, I understand. A bit. Save it for the show. So I hope this was somewhat
I feel
cathartic.
Yeah, big time. I feel a lot better.
Okay, good. Just get that evil out your chest, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this episode. This is actually somewhat historic for us because this is episode 20.
Yay!
So those of you who have been sticking with us on the ride since episode 1, thank you so much.
Yes.
Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and slide into our DMs, guys.
Yeah,
at REC Comics, we got some comics for sale.
Yeah.
If there's a topic you would like us to discuss,
let us know.
Let's have a dialogue.
I'm open to it.
My friend, what did you learn in today's episode?
Oh man, I think I've been a little hard on the Robert Pattinson.
Okay, all right, get a little reflective. It's okay not to like it.
Maybe I'm being a little hard on him.
It's okay not to like it. It's okay. I understand, but let's give it a chance. Because right now, that's all we got, and we need Batman in our lives. We need Batman.
He may not be the Batman we deserve.
But he's the one we need right now. Why are we chasing him? Because we oh no. Why is he running? Because we have to chase him.
Because you can take it.
Oh God, that's a weird line. I learned that I am always. I just reaffirmed that I'm always far more optimistic than my counterpart here. But it's good that we don't always have the same take on something because it does create some interesting conversation.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you again for tuning in. I have been Roman Chavez.
Still Erik and Chris.
All right, we'll catch you next time.